Sales. This is your world. You're constantly moving, faster and smarter, ever-changing, increasingly competitive, deal closing world. Where everyone is a potential customer, a connection you'd already be making if you had Salesforce. With Salesforce, your reps are trailblazers, selling the way they want, with a flexible platform making them more productive, running their business from their phone, their office, any territory they can imagine, lightning fast. Your CRM is connected, so when marketing takes customers on one-to-one journeys, they relay real-time intelligence to drive pipeline, while service provides a 360-degree view of the customer, gaining critical insights for upsell and cross-sell potential, all making you more intelligent and predictive about every customer to close more deals faster. Sell smarter, faster, and the way you want with Salesforce.
Are they announcing me? Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm Lynne Zaledonis, Vice President, Product Marketing for Sales Cloud. This is where I make the joke about I'm the only thing standing between you, happy hour, your friends, your loved ones, your holiday parties, but I'm not going to make that joke because it's true. I am standing in your way. So let's just make a really good use of your time. Who's been to Dreamforce? Who came this year to Dreamforce in California? Okay, good. We've got a bunch of people here. Well, that's great. I'm going to review some of the announcements we had at Dreamforce, but we're going to build upon that. We're going to talk about the vision and future of Sales Cloud so that everybody here in the room understands that path to success that we can take together. So we are going to be talking about some futuristic things, our vision, so that's why it's really important for you to pay attention to our forward-looking statement. Any of your purchasing decisions should be made on currently available products. If you haven't been told today already, thank you, then I'm going to say it again. Thank you. Thank you to our customers. Hopefully you've heard this about 8 times today, but our 150,000 customers, whether you're a small business or a large global enterprise customer, are very important to us because our customers fuel our growth and our innovation. And we've been on this path together with our customers for 16 years. It's an amazing journey we've been on. I've actually been with Salesforce for 11 years, so I can remember when there was 1,000 people at our company, and we were focused on Salesforce automation as a SaaS provider. And now we're a Fortune 500 company, and there's 24,000 employees around the world, and we're the world's most trusted enterprise platform. That's an amazing journey of innovation fueled by our customers and fuels the growth. And that innovation has earned us a lot of awards. We've won from Forbes, we've won the Innovator of the Year 6 times. So they gave us the Innovator of the Decade, quite an impressive award. We've also been acknowledged by Gartner as being a leader in their Magic Quadrant, in the leadership quadrant. And if you don't know anything about the Magic Quadrant, Gartner's Magic Quadrant is the gold standard from analyst rankings. So this says that we are a leader in being able to have a vision and, more importantly, execute on that vision. Why? It's because of what we call the Salesforce Advantage. The Salesforce Advantage enables us and our customers to be able to do this. We're a multi-tenant cloud that allows for the rapid innovation. You can customize the application and it just works. You can do that with clicks, drag and drop, or you can also do it with actual code. And we're all on a platform that's available, it's scalable, it's high-performing, and it's secure. Lightning is a fantastic example of that pace of innovation. And this is something that we did based on the feedback from our customers. So you've been here today. I expect everybody to raise their hand. Who's seen a demonstration of Lightning? Who's seen what it looks like? Great. Now, who's actually giving it a try or perhaps using it at their company? Couple people. Great. Good. Well, this is the future of Salesforce, and it's based on the feedback we've gotten from our customers. And Lightning is an experience, all new way to sell. It's a builder that allows you to build applications faster. And it's also, because it's Salesforce, right, it's a community. This is our family, and we've got over 1,000 components that our partners have built out there for you to take advantage of to tailor Salesforce to exactly the way you do business. There's over 200 new features that are Lightning only, and I'm going to show you a couple of my favorites both in the demo and in a later slide. And over 700,000 customers have either tested it or are currently using it now, so we're getting a ton of traction on it. It's really exciting. And these customers that we're talking about all the time have one of the best sales organizations in the world. Our customers are successful, and we've been able to take advantage of that too. And we call these customers who are blazing new trails, trailblazers. And there's a couple things our trailblazers have in common. One, they're transforming their company. And sometimes they end up transforming their career too. And they do that by driving innovation. Two, they empower their team. They build applications for their sales reps to use so that they can close business faster. And lastly, they focus on their customers. And this is the biggest differentiator. Our trailblazers put their customers in the center of their business, and they're laser focused on customer experience. And that makes the difference. Executives in a recent poll just said that the number one way that they anticipate that they can differentiate from their competition is through the customer experience. The customer experience is now the new battlefield in which we're all fighting for. In a survey we did, it's called the State of Sales, it just came out in 2016. We surveyed over 3,000 customers and to understand the changes in their sales environments. And 80% of the buyers said they expect their sales rep not to sell to them. They expect them to add value. They expect them to be a trusted advisor. So it's a whole new game. And they also expect a really fast response, right? Respond to my email quickly. I need that quote immediately. The good news is 86% said that they're actually willing to pay a higher price point for that service. And customers are doing this today, right? This isn't new. Customers are doing this. The problem is a lot of times they're doing this in silos. And now Salesforce for Sales powers that entire lead to cash process. The entire process is now in the customer success platform so that you can go end to end all on Salesforce. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to talk about transforming your business all the way from lead to cash. And we're going to do that with a couple of different themes. One, we're going to talk about selling smarter. Selling smarter with Einstein. You heard a lot about Einstein. You're going to get to see that today. Selling faster with Lightning. And of course, the platform enabling you to sell the way you want. So we're going to divide this up into 3 chapters. And we're going to start with Einstein. Because, you know, if you went out and Googled the future of sales, I guarantee you your top hits are going to be about artificial intelligence and selling smarter, because it is really the direction of the future of sales. And Einstein is embedded into every cloud and into our platform. But for Sales Cloud, I'd like to talk specifically about how that applies, and then talk about some of the features we have coming out as well. So Sales Cloud Einstein acts like your deal coach. It can help you discover any of your insights. It can predict where your business is headed. It can actually recommend next best actions, which is fantastic. And then it automates processes as well. So a couple of features coming out in the early part of 2017 that really bring this to life. 2 of the ones that are getting the most attention because they're really tangible for you to understand how this could change the way you sell. And that's predictive lead score and opportunity insights. So predictive lead score is machine learning. It uses machine learning to understand and score your best leads so that your reps can prioritize on the ones that are most likely to convert. So as a product marketer, I go out, I shadow customers a lot. And this last winter, I was sitting in a call center. It was an inside sales team. They do a lot of transactional sales, looking over their shoulders. And this woman who was a very skilled sales rep talked to me about what she was going to do that day to go down her list. And I said, great, now which lead are you going to start with? And she said, well, I thought I'd start alphabetical today. Now, what if she could use her little Einstein deal coach and spend the next 8 hours actually calling the ones that were most likely to convert? How much more productive she would be. Opportunity Insights puts the intelligence right onto the opportunity. Einstein goes and looks at all of your customer engagements, looks at your emails, looks at your meetings, looks at the information you have in the opportunity, and predicts whether your opportunity is trending up or trending down. And it also will give you recommendations on what to do to correct that. So again, it's an amazing tool. I used to be a sales rep myself. I've actually been 10 years in a sales rep role at Salesforce. And this is the kind of thing that you want as a personal deal coach. It's amazing. But this intelligence just isn't at the deal level. It's actually at a higher level too. And analytics is a really big part of understanding and driving your business. And Sales Wave enables you to be able to see your pipeline report in real time. You can also see historical trending. And I ran a sales team for a while, and I would look at my pipeline report every single day. And this allows you to see it week over week, month over month, and quarter over quarter to make those smart decisions. But now I'm a product marketer, and we have a brand new product out called Way for B2B Marketing. So now I get that same advantage of the trending and real-time information to run my business as a marketer. So similarly, I can see trends in my campaigns, the return investment I'm getting, and how I'm doing on building that pipeline. And of course, all this is available desktop or mobile. But nobody likes to enter data. It's the most hated thing by sales reps. I hated to do it. Everybody in here in the room, if you have a sales rep, I'm sure you hate to do it. And that's why the activity timeline is often incomplete. You can't see the complete view of your customer. But thankfully, with Salesforce Inbox, all that information is automatically synced. And it really is the foundation of what we do for Einstein. So with automated activity capture, I can capture all that information I need. I get more time back for selling as a rep. And I have a better complete view of who my customer is. So I'm sure you want to see this. How about a live demo? I've got my friend and my colleague, the Senior Director of Product Marketing, Sean Alpert. Can you show us this?
I'd be happy to, Lynn. Thank you. So in this demo, I'm going to show you how sales reps can sell smarter using all the great new functionality with Salesforce Einstein and Salesforce Lightning. I'm going to be playing the role of a sales rep at Amazon Web Services. So like most sales reps, the first thing that I do every morning is I look at my phone and check my email. Because I'm using Salesforce Inbox, I can be much more productive with every minute because there's intelligence in my inbox. So I'm going to launch the application. And as I'm looking through my messages, I notice at the very top, Alex Evans is requesting a meeting with me. Now think about how I would have done this in the past. I would have chosen a few times that worked for me, sent them over, waited, and then realized, oh no, there's another meeting that I have that's going to take place during one of those times, and spent a lot of time going back and forth just to set up one meeting. Salesforce Inbox is integrated with a calendar on my smartphone, so I can simply pick a few times that work for me from my calendar, insert them into an email over to Alex. Now it's dynamic, which means that if any of my availability changes, it'll actually get reflected in that email. Salesforce Inbox is taking an unnecessarily complicated process and making it much simpler. And the best part is that all the activities that I'm doing inside Salesforce Inbox are actually captured right within Salesforce. No more double data entry. So let's fast forward to when I get into the office. And I have even more intelligence baked right in here, in my core CRM. Here I'm looking at my home screen, and I see on the right-hand side my Einstein Insights and my assistant. Now this is a way to be able to prioritize my tasks for the day and concentrate on what's important. I have predictive lead scoring and opportunity insights. Make sure that I'm spending my time on where I'm gonna get the most bang for my buck. Now, I'm gonna take a look at my leads here. I see Riley Schultz is at the top. So I'm gonna click into Riley Schultz's lead detail page. Here I have all the information that I need to have a great conversation. Let's take a closer look at that lead insights. I wanna know, why is this such a hot lead? Well, this is using machine learning to be able to tell me that this person has a really good buyer profile, and the activities that she's done makes her more likely to convert. So I want to spend time talking to her. Below that, I have my Salesforce Engage. This is all of the marketing activity, the history that she's done, whether or not she's attended a webinar, she's looked at a web page, maybe she's downloaded a white paper. This helps me get smarter about my contact at Presidio because I can have a much better conversation. I'll know exactly what she's interested in. So I give Riley a call, and I have a great conversation with her, and I uncover an opportunity. I'm gonna spend the next few days aggressively pursuing this opportunity, making phone calls, sending emails, setting up meetings. Now, all of this activity is gonna be captured right here in the opportunity workspace, so I don't have to record all this information twice. Now, the great part about this is that my entire team can see this, and they have one place to go to find out all the information about the deal. Let's take a closer look at those opportunity insights. to understand whether or not this deal is trending up or it's in danger of slipping out of this quarter. This is using machine learning and artificial intelligence to understand data like the number of touch points we've had, the content of emails, even executive engagement in the deal to let me know, is this going well or is this not going well? So it seems like it's unlikely to close in time. That's not good. I'm gonna look at my closest connections to see if there is someone that I know who has a warm relationship with a contact in this account. I see that Susan here has a very strong relationship with one of the decision makers, so I'm going to email her to see if she can lend me a hand. Now I'll send that email, and once I've sent it, it'll get automatically logged in my activity history. And when she sends me back an email letting me know that she's been able to secure a meeting with an important decision maker, I know that my deal is back on track, and I'm feeling really good about the direction of the deal. So, using some of the great new features with Salesforce Einstein and Salesforce Lightning, I've been able to concentrate my prospecting efforts in the best place. I've uncovered a new opportunity, and I've kept it on track. Lynn, back to you.
Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it. And Mike Rogan back there at the booth. Great job. So now we get to talk about productivity, something that is so important to anybody in sales. You know, it's really hard to be productive in sales. You're constantly being pulled in different directions. Reps face a ton of obstacles on that path to productivity. And it's that reason why we reinvented the way people sell with Lightning. We reimagined how you can engage faster with Lightning. And we have over 200 features as a result of that enable you to be more productive within the application. Hands down, my favorite one is Kanban. So Kanban is a graphical representation of your pipeline. So you have all these deals on deal cards and they're lined up by sales stage. It's interactive, so you can actually drag a deal into a future stage and it'll automatically update your forecast in real time. When I was a manager, I would sit down with my reps, we'd go through their pipeline, talk about how they're gonna hit their number and if they're gonna hit their number. But being able to see it makes it really real whether or not they're on track, and you can actually take action on it. It's been so popular and widely received that we've actually made that apply to any kind of processes. So you can use it on any custom and standard object now. Calendar All is another great one. Calendar All enables you to take something from Salesforce and see it in the calendar view. So imagine I can see my opportunities lined up for the quarter, or campaigns or events that I'm doing. You can layer all these on top of each other. So if I had had this when I was a rep, I would have created a timeline for how I'm gonna get that deal to close and what other events can help support that. And these are just some of the amazing features that people are using today. Now, we always talk about sales and we talk about sales and marketing, right? The alignment of sales and marketing is a huge productivity game. If everybody's on the same page to build pipeline, then you're all on the right track. But it's not always the case. But Salesforce Engage, I like to think of as that olive branch that you extend between sales and marketing. Now, as a marketer, you don't want to give salespeople the keys to the castle, but with Salesforce Engage, you can enable them to be their own marketers by providing email templates, nurture campaigns, email campaigns, and provide that visibility to the reps so they see when the customer's engaged on your website or with emails so that they can strike when the iron's hot and then go in and send emails or add somebody to a campaign, getting the right leads at the right time. Now, every time I leave my house, I do this little dance. I'm sure you guys do too, right? What am I doing? I'm checking to make sure I have my phone before I get out of the house. I know everybody here has at least one smartphone. I know everybody's got sometimes two, or perhaps an Apple Watch. And it's because we can't stand to be without our information on the go, both in our personal lives and in our professional lives. Which is why Salesforce One is such an important part of making your reps productive. They live on their phones. And this is something that's part of your license, the Salesforce One application, and enabling your reps to run their entire business from the phone. Now, we have over 1.5 million monthly users. We're getting all of our customers are living and breathing on this. And it's actually the #1 business application available today. But we have a full mobile portfolio. So there's many applications you see up here addressing different users within your enterprise to help you be more productive. And of course, you can use our platform to be able to build your own application as well, too. All right, how about we see some of this in action? Sean and Mike, back to you.
Thank you, Lynn. So as Lynn mentioned, Salesforce for Sales helps reps sell faster using lots of great productivity features available on any device. In this demo, I'm going to be picking back up where I left in that deal with Presidio Technologies. Now, like all reps, I always want to know how close I am to meeting my number for the quarter. But as one of AWS's top reps, I don't want to just meet my number, I want to knock it out of the park. And keeping on top of my numbers is easier than ever, even when I'm not in the office, because I'm using Salesforce One. So I'm going to open the application, and if I'm going to touch on the left-hand navigation, I will see all of my core CRM, my accounts, my contacts, my opportunities, as well as any custom object that I've created and any partner application that I've downloaded from the AppExchange. I'm interested in seeing how I'm doing against my number. So I'm going to open up my personal sales dashboard. Now, when I open it up, I'm going to see, well, I'm doing okay, I'm close, but I'm not quite where I want to be. I need to do a little bit more work to actually hit my quota and exceed it. Let's go back to that opportunity we were working on in the last demo with Presidio. It's my big deal for the quarter, and I know that closing it would put me back over the top. I just got off a phone call with one of my contacts at Presidio, and he wants to see a quote, a proposal. That's great news. I don't have to wait until I get back to the office to be able to update the stage of this opportunity because I'm using Salesforce One. So at the top of the screen here, I have my sales path. It shows me exactly where I am within the deal. It also gives me guidance and suggested next steps based on where I am in the deal. Now, this has been customized to AWS's best practices so that every rep there can sell to the best of his or her ability. So I'm now ready. Let's go ahead, Mike, and bring this into proposal stage. Thank you. So now let's fast forward to when I get into the office, because I want to go ahead and create a proposal on the fly. So using Salesforce CPQ, I can easily go in, choose the right products, select the right amounts, apply discounts, and actually create a proposal all by myself. Gone are the days when I have to struggle with Excel to make sure the numbers all add up or wait for pricing to approve a certain discount. With a few clicks, I can actually do all of this myself and send this proposal out to my contact without waiting for someone else. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, while I'm waiting to hear back about the proposal, I want to see how's the rest of my pipeline doing. I'm going to click on to my opportunity Kanban. This is a place that will show me how I'm doing against all of my opportunities in a 40,000-foot view, so I know exactly what stage they're at. Now, these yellow arrows that you're seeing here, the yellow triangles, show me opportunities that might have problems with them. So I need to take action. Nothing will slip through the cracks. Now, I got an email back while we were looking at these deals from my contact that said he is looking favorably upon that proposal that I sent over, but he has a few more questions before he's ready to sign. Sounds pretty typical, right? So I need to give him a call to see if I can push this deal across the finish line. Using Lightning Voice, I can be more productive with every single time I make a contact with a customer. I'm going to go ahead and click on the phone number right there on the deal card, and that's going to automatically connect me to my contact right on my desktop. And I can even take notes about the call during my phone call with him, and when I end the call, that will actually get logged against the right record in Salesforce. So what that means is no more sticky notes, no more scribbling in notebooks that are gonna get lost. It all shows up in the right place, and I didn't have to switch applications to get my work done. Now, the phone call went really well, happy to tell you that. And guess what? He's ready to sign the deal, yes. So I'm gonna drag and drop that deal card into closed in one, and when I do that, the stage and all of the numbers are gonna update automatically. Now, let's go back and check my personal sales dashboard to see how I'm doing against my quota. And I'm gonna ask Mike in the back there to refresh the page. Fingers crossed, whoa! Awesome news, I've just crushed my quota, and just in time for the holidays, I'm gonna get my big bonus so I can go out and buy presents for all my friends and family. So that is a quick look at how using Salesforce for Sales helped me to sell faster and earn my big trip to Hawaii for club. Thank you. Lynn, back to you.
Great. Thanks a lot, Sean. Third and final chapter. This is about the platform. This is all about customizing the application to be specific to your particular needs. So we talked about Lightning before. Lightning App Builder is new, and Lightning App Builder allows you to build applications faster. It has drag and drop functionality so that you can take components that you've built or ones you've downloaded from the AppExchange and put them right into your pages and applications for faster app development. Now, I used to be a rep, as I said before, and I know how hard it is to get the deal to the point where you're actually creating that quote. So like Sean talked about in his demo, it should not be hard to actually make the quote itself, but somehow it seems to be still a struggle for sales reps. I can remember when I was a rep, it would always be the quarter end, of course, the last day possible, and I'd have this big deal on the table, and I'd be running around trying to find somebody in sales ops to help me do something special in my quote so I could get it out to the signer in time, right? It shouldn't be that hard. And it's really simple with Salesforce CPQ to be able to configure and price and quote right within the application. And it's available on mobile as well. And it's all on Lightning, all on the customer success platform. And our customers have told us that they are seeing a 29% increase in conversion from their quotes to orders with Salesforce CPQ. That's not only a big productivity boost, but that's a huge revenue boost as well. Now, not everybody sells direct. A lot of customers here, I'm sure some of you actually have indirect channels. You either sell exclusively or you sell in conjunction with partners. And Salesforce Communities is one of the leading applications for servicing and selling with your partners. You can do opportunity management together. You can do lead qualification and registration, custom processes around markets, analytics, all that available in the community. But it just got even better. At Dreamforce, the Lightning communities called Lightning Bolt are making it easier for you to get up and running faster. So Bolt allows partners like Accenture or PwC to build these templates or these blueprints for a community. So it not only has all the configurations in it, but they're baking in things like workflow and business processes and industry-specific things so that administrator can download that from the AppExchange and be up and running way faster. Huge productivity gain and a great way to customize it and align specifically to your business. Now, the AppExchange, we've talked about a couple times, we've alluded to it. The AppExchange is how we've extended our platform out to our partners so that they can build their own applications. And they've built over 3,000 applications. And this is one of the greatest things that you can use to drive value in your instance of Salesforce because you can extend the Sales Cloud to be specific to your line of business. You can download pre-integrated applications, and our customers are doing this in bulk. We've had over 4 million installs to date from the AppExchange. Great way to customize and make it specific to you. Well, we're lucky. We are going to talk about a customer now. We're lucky to have them here today. But Design Within Reach is the world's largest furniture, accessories, lighting. They offer all these for modern design. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of them. Maybe some people even have something by them. And they've done this on the customer success platform. They've tailored it to their business to make sure that they're maximizing on their customer experience. And I think if we can roll that video, that's the best way to tell their story. Then we'll get a chance to talk to Bethany.
In the past 25 years of being in business, I haven't seen any technology that changed how you deal with a consumer faster than Salesforce. The next transformation has happened, and it's mobile, and Salesforce was there first.
I almost hate to think about how we operated pre-Salesforce.
We made a lot of mistakes. We didn't call people back. We didn't have one-touch information. And when you lost somebody, you lost sales.
Now that we've given our sales team the Salesforce One mobile app, they have power at their fingertips.
We have the ability, whether down underground or in a taxi, and just seeing everything, right there in a little 4-inch screen.
Everyone feels like they're part of one company and one goal.
The palm of your hand is a very powerful place. And if you can get that to the consumer and teach them what you have, I think you've won. The consumer is already living on a mobile device. And overnight, corporate America had to catch up and transfer all their data and all their experience to mobile. Salesforce is what helped us get there. If you don't have it today, you're at a disadvantage. This is just where you're supposed to be. Or, fine, stay where you are and you can kind of rust on your own.
From a managing perspective, the efficiency is increased, tenfold.
But I don't think it's even perceived anymore as a mobile app from our own people. It's just the way it is. Design Within Reach is all about making authentic, modern design accessible. There's well over 100 designers featured in our studios. And since we sell through education, our people have to be fluent in that language. Salesforce helps them become fluent and stay fluent. It's like having a little cheat sheet in the palm of your hand.
IT's role at Design Within Reach is to make an employee's life easier. Ultimately, if their life is easier, and that's going to make the customer experience that much better.
You're in 20,000 square feet in the flagship studio, so when the client walks in the door, you ultimately rely on the Salesforce One mobile app to understand exactly everything that you need to know on the fly, right there in front of the customer.
It provides this information now. Can this be customized? Can I see it in a different color? Do you remember what I saw last time I was here? We have it on Salesforce, so it's quick, it's immediate, and it's a seamless transfer of knowledge.
It's almost like we've scanned a barcode and we understand everything that goes on.
Before they've left the studio, you've documented the experience, you've mailed them their quote, and you own the client. Anything short of that is a misstep.
There is no question that using Salesforce One mobile app has helped them to sell more product. One of the most important things is to be able to go out and go to clients' homes.
Well, the app is, really critical in that situation because we're visiting not only to make sure that their first sale went okay, but we're also looking for future sales.
They pull the iPad out, they can answer all their questions, they can place an order, they can design a room, they can check on the status of an order on a sofa.
Once people hand over their credit card, they want their furniture pretty quick. You can see the delivery from point A to point B by using the mobile app.
I get those dashboards, and it's like the difference between being in the dark and turning the lights on.
If we want to give our sales team a new process, we can make it mobile.
The Salesforce One mobile app for us is completely transformative.
I can run the business from my phone, and that's changed my life.
What a great story, and we're lucky because we have one of the stars from that award-winning film with us today. How about a round of applause and a warm welcome for Bethany Kemp. She's the VP of Technology and Information Systems.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us. I think that video did a great job of explaining to people who might have been in the dark about, who Design Within Reach is and some amazing things they're doing. But can you elaborate a little bit more on what your role is at Design Within Reach?
Sure. So I've been with the company 15 years, and I run the IT group. But what I feel like my job is our employees are our customers. So we need to find out what they need to do their jobs and how to make their jobs easier. And that, by default, will make the customer experience better, right? And that increases sales and all the other stuff that you want your company to be able to say.
Yeah, of course, right? So let's talk about life before Salesforce, right? So you came to Salesforce with some challenges and problems. What was the situation prior to rolling out Salesforce?
So we had a number of challenges. Our internal operations group was working out of shared Outlook inboxes, which, as you can imagine, a lot of people working over top of each other. You really had no management visibility into what kinds of cases are coming in, how long is it taking to solve people's problems, where do I need to put more resources in place to help solve questions and answer all of that stuff. So moving everybody to Salesforce allowed that full management visibility into what's coming in, where do I need to put my resources, and how fast am I able to answer questions. In addition, we were able to put a workflow in place that gathered all of the information about the request. So, if you need a lead time on an order, make sure you're giving me a valid order number, that kind of thing, so that I have all the information I need to answer your question quickly. So that was a big one.
That's huge. That's great. Thank you. So we talked about mobile in our presentation as being a big productivity driver. I know you've done some things around automating workflows, but that was pretty cool in the video where we saw the use of mobile to engage with your customers. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so one of the big challenges we had was moving from these very small studio spaces, so 2,000 to 4,000 square feet, to now between 10 and 25,000 square feet. So we need our sales folks to not be tied to a desk. We need them to be walking around with the client, touring them through the studio, being able to answer questions, sitting on the sofa, what's the inventory position, how quickly can I get that? So we needed all those processes and all that information to become mobile and on an iPad so they can walk around and do exactly that. We also started a to-the-trade discount program, which meant I need to be able to have my salespeople bring that experience to a customer's home, to an office, and be able to bring all of that knowledge and all that information with them. So we created a Salesforce custom app that allows them to enter all of the information they need, either create a quote or gather information about the product, see real-time inventory, all of that good stuff, so they can help the customer on the fly no matter where they are.
That's awesome. Well, you've talked a little bit, you've mentioned some of the benefits you received in just now, but overall, what are the results of having rolled out all these processes and changes?
Yeah, so the management visibility is huge, right? So we're now able to see exactly where people need to be, exactly where we have holes, exactly how long is it taking us to solve problems. And we're also now able to have our sales folks be mobile and be everything at their fingertips and go everywhere they need to go. So those are hard to quantify because we really didn't have stats ahead of time. But now we're able to start gathering that information, and we're able to actually start measuring our performance going forward, so we have benchmarks.
Sure. So and it's always a journey, right? Like you measured it now,
yes.
but you're going to keep moving forward, I'm
Yes.
sure. So what's next? What's on the agenda for Salesforce and Design Within Reach?
Yeah, lots. So
You're
we're
busy.
we're always busy. Retail never stops. So one of the things we're looking at doing is completing that. Our goal is to have that 360 view of the customer in one place, and that one place for us is Salesforce. So we've got, all of our orders and all of our customers in Salesforce today, but we don't have is the marketing piece of that. So we're looking to potentially move to Marketing Cloud to be able to bring in the most important pieces of how we're marketing to customers and have that be usable by our sales folks. There's a line that you don't want to cross. That's creepy versus helpful and cool.
Right.
But you want to be able to say, like, what is the important thing? Like, if I've sent you a personalized message, I want my salesperson to be able to pull that up and know exactly how I've marketed to you so they can speak to that experience. Or you were browsing on our website and you abandoned a cart. I want to put that into the salesperson's hands, so if you walk into the studio now, I can help direct them to what product they might want to see. So those are the things we're looking at.
That's
Big opportunities.
big, yeah. So a lot of people probably came today because they wanted to know some best practices, right? How can I mimic the success I'm seeing there in the video and in your story? Do you have any helpful advice or best practices for everybody in the audience?
Yeah, Salesforce is great about lots of resources and lots of tools out there. There are lots of user groups. The trailheads are out there. Make use of all of that. And also, we selected Salesforce because they're an innovation partner. We didn't want to have to come up with all of the ideas. We come up with plenty, but we also wanted a partner who's innovating on their own. So making use of the release notes, knowing what's coming, and making use of everything that's available. Because there's so many resources out there. It can be a little overwhelming, but if you find the right user groups and the right resources, it's hugely helpful. So
That's really good advice. Thank you so much, Bethany.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. How about a round of applause? I appreciate you being here. So that's how you sell smarter with Einstein. That's how you're going to sell faster with Lightning. That's how you're going to sell the way you want with the platform. All on the customer success platform. You too can transform your sales processes all the way from lead to cash. I have a little gift for you. It is the holiday season. You can get a free subscription to Quotable. Quotable is an online hub. It is a content provider of podcasts and articles. It's thought-provoking and it's thought leadership. And we do a bi-monthly newsletter so you can get all this information for you. Nothing about product, everything you need that would benefit a sales user or a sales administrator or leader. So quotable.com/subscribe to get that newsletter. And also, if you want a free t-shirt, if you fill out your evaluation form when you leave and go to the registration desk, you can get a free t-shirt. It's one of these fun little characters, Astro or Einstein, so make sure you do that on your way out too. So thank you once again to our customers. Thank you for your business. Welcome to those of you who are prospects or just meeting with us. Have a very happy holiday season. Happy New Year.